Good morning. So, after a lot of confusion last night, I have finally managed to get a stay in Goa, and then it's time to leave now. It's 6 in the morning, almost touching 6, and yes, now starting off to Mangalore. Oh, what a night it has been. So, what had happened was the place which uh, I went initially was shut down, and then I had to come to a place which was my regular place when I used to stay here about couple of years back, and probably for about straight 7 years I used to come and stay regularly in this place. And for some reason there was no power the entire night. I don't know why, but then yeah. So now heading towards Mangalore. So this is the final stretch or the last leg of my ride, and by the end of this ride I would reclaim myself, or I would have reclaimed myself. So Goa is chilly these days. So even 2 weeks ago I was in Goa. Even then it was similar chilly. You don't need a fan in the night. It's kind of chilly. You don't need to book a AC room or anything. So you can come and stay in a normal room and it'll be quite chilly. So I'm not too sure if you guys can see, but to your right is the double-decker flyover which has been built, the newly built double-decker flyover. You're not supposed to go on that. The motorcycle guys are not allowed. And look at the sunrise. Wow, look at that shade of pink and whitish and orange and blue. Wow. So yeah, that's the double-decker flyover. So I'm taking the parallel road to it. So I'm in Panjim. So good, I started early in the morning because I avoided all the traffic that otherwise would have piled up in the next couple of hours. So it was a good decision to start by 6 o'clock. Once you get stuck in the traffic, it will take forever to exit Goa. And the Goa roads are not the widest of the roads, they're narrow, so it will take you forever. And now I think, yes, we'll have to go through two ghat sections, small ghat section, before we can reach Karnataka. And a lot of work in progress, so you'll have to keep taking deviation. So if you're coming towards Goa, you'll have to take deviation a lot. That is if you want to go to North Goa. So South Goa you don't have anything, so you can stay in Kankon and all of it. But then if you're coming towards Mapsa or Kalangut or Baga or something, a lot of deviation. So I didn't get all of this while coming because I was coming from Pune side, that is Lonavala side. So I directly entered Mapsa, and from Mapsa I got into Kalangut, as in Baga. But then if you're coming from Mangalore side, you have a lot of deviation because of the work. Look how foggy is this place. Look at that complete fog right in front of me now. Look at this. And it's so chilly. Looks like it's the fish market. Yes, it is. And you can see all of them carrying fish from here. The busy fish market. So everyone is here for the Sunday Mass. Not Sunday, today is not Sunday. Everyone is here for the Mass. So today we are on Wednesday. Yes, so yeah. So all of them are finishing their Mass. This is Margao. There's a huge crowd for the Mass. So this is beautiful old city. Madgaon. Imagine if Wednesday is something like this, what could it be on a Sunday? Well, I'm not sure if today is something special. You'll have to come here during December. So anything after 20th of December. So I'm here on this during December itself. So anything after 20th of December, the entire city is lit up with stars, and every house you can see is lit up with the light for Christmas. Every house has some good decoration and amazing. I have been here a couple of times during the similar dates. So let me fuel up as well before we exit Goa. And it's good morning. Look at that beautiful sunrise. Orange ball shining at its best as we take over the flyover. And now coming on to the other side. This is almost exiting Goa now and getting into Karnataka border. Not now exactly, in a while. Basically this one junction, one turn that you take is kind of exiting out of Goa, for me at least. So overall, reclaiming myself ride has just been so good to me, emotionally and physically. I just can't explain how strong I am mentally now after this ride. And I just can't believe how I was just before starting. I had my own inefficiencies and apprehensions whether will I be able to start this ride, reach a particular junction or not, and all of it. And it just came so natural to me. I just had to sit on the motorcycle back again and then do what I do the best, start riding, throttle it. And with every kilometer I did, it just increased my confidence level. It increased my morale. It increased every bit of it. I mean, so it came naturally to me. I really didn't have to try too much. All I had to do is get back onto the saddle and start riding. That's it. That's all was missing. So I'm so happy, and so happy that there are so many people who are part of this ride. And so many brands who came on board and supported me. Special thanks to Big Wing Honda Mangalore. Need to mention Pratik from Big Wing Honda Mangalore, and also Rajesh, who serviced the scooter just before who serviced the motorcycle just before the ride started. And then special mention again, Akshit, Ram, Sham, Sampath and Anand, who joined me during the flag off. And Akshit, Sham and Ram also accompanied me up till Maravante. So thank you guys so much for being a part of this. And also my family, I mean, they've been of great support. My wife. So initially when I said I was going to ride all the way to Pune, they had their own concerns. But then yes, they said it's okay, and my wife gave me all the support I needed. So I'm so glad that I did this ride. And yes, I have reclaimed myself, is what I feel. I am so mentally strong now, in terms of, I was so taken aback. But with this ride, it marks everything. And when we started, I've seen all kind of weather as well. So I was riding on sunny morning, then it was a cloudy day, then it rained. So this ride has given me every different weather condition as well. And even yesterday when we started, it was so cold, and suddenly it became so sunny, and it was dehydrating as well. So yeah, that way I have tasted all three season kind of a thing. So just saw this place while exiting Goa. I mean, not exited Goa yet, still a couple of kilometers to go. But then saw the sunrise and an amazing spot. So thought, let me just stop here, click some photographs, and then move from here. It's been a lovely ride so far. Amazing place, and look at the scenery around. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. And when I stopped, there was a thin layer of mist, on the fields, and you see it's still moist. When you touch the fields, it's still moist, and it's fantastic. Just having a good time. And here we probably officially enter Karnataka. Thank you, visit again. So from here onwards, we will be entering Karnataka now. That's Karwar, towards Karwar, and there will be a check post in a while. But since we are on the motorcycle, I'm not too sure. So just entering Karnataka. Also need to stop somewhere for breakfast. It's about 8 o'clock and the weather is still good. Nice chilly early morning weather. So in a bit we'll have a official check post, Karnataka check post, and let's see what would they ask, or would they stop and whatever those formalities are there. And here's a check post, so they'll stop us here. I don't know what information they will be asking. Let's figure it out. Let's see, would they stop us or not. So again in Karwar also there's a lot of work happening, so you'll have to take some deviation, and if you haven't come here for a long, you will not know what's going around. So here also they've doing a flyover, because of which you'll have to keep changing the route. That's the Karwar beach, and they've maintained it very well. So I'll probably only shoot till Gokarna, maybe max, and after that directly I'll shoot me reaching Mangalore. Also reason is because it's the same route that I've done while coming from Mangalore. So from Gokarna I took a detour towards Yellapur and then came towards Maharashtra. So while going back till Gokarna is what you can see me shooting and covering a little bit and talking a little bit about my travel. And then from Gokarna onwards it will directly be Mangalore, unless and until I see something really exciting or something nice or something that I want to tell you guys. Oh, I had to clean my helmet visor. I forgot to do that. There's a lot of roadkills on the helmet the visor, so wanted to clean that. But now again I've started riding. Maybe next stop when I do, I'll probably clean the helmet visor. So now there's a small bit of ghat kind of a thing, not exactly ghat, but yeah, you can call it a ghat, small ghat section which you need to pass. So this is where we start our inclination towards the ghat. Roads are good from here. So I just came here about 2 weeks back, so roads are superb. Up till Mangalore there's no problem at all. So from here to Mangalore it's going to be straight, nice, flat out road. Not much of a curve roads. Only this one bit is a little twisty and windy roads. Then other than this it's straight. You'll have to just hold at the gun and keep going. So I like this, that you should have this twisty and windy road. It's fun to ride, keeps you sharp and agile, does not let you sleep. So this flat out straight road, you cannot get boring after some time, and you might fall asleep as well. It's good if you want to cover a lot of kilometers and all of it, but then if you really want to be sharp and up and awake, these are the roads. I mean, if you have a good windy roads, it's fun. So what do you think? What do you like? You like straight roads, highway roads, or the twisty and windy roads? Comment below and tell me what's the kind of road that you guys like to do. I definitely like this kind of, twisty and windy roads. But then yes, I do like the highway sometime. That is especially only if I want to cover a lot of kilometers, and if I have a big super bike or a bigger bike where you really want to kind of test that out. Those bolsters, I mean, those are crazy unreal. So these guys have cut those thing and made a road which is probably will be opening very soon. Right now it's still under construction and they haven't allowed people to commute from there. So this is while getting down from Karwar. Look at the kind of bolsters that you have, like big rocky mountains. They've just cut through it and made some good roads. So this road what we are traveling now could be stopped once that is ready, and then that might just end up here. See, they're still making the road there, so probably that will join there. The work is still going on. You can see all these lorries and all of it getting the stuff from there, in terms of all the bolsters and all being cleared from there. Here I am in Bangalore. So finally I have reclaimed myself, finished my ride from Bangalore to Maharashtra, attended the IBW. Probably I am the only person from Bangalore who is ridden all the way from Bangalore to Ambi Valley to attend IBW, and I have finished my ride comfortably, safely. Yet another ride finished in about right time. And thank you so much everyone for supporting. Thank you so much. I am heading to Big Wing Honda now, and I will culminate my ride there. So what a ride it has been. I have seen literally every season possible, and I have rode literally every road possible, curvy roads, straight roads, bad roads, everything, and this motorcycle has taken it all. I must say thank you so much. And here we come, and I finish my ride of 1950 kilometers. Rajesh Arda, thank you. So here we finish. So that's Pratik there.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
Please come.
Yes. So done with more than 9,980 kilometers.
Lot of questions we have.
Yes. So let's finish our ride here. And also hi. What's up? Thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.